Oh dear. Right. Hold on. Right. Okay. Our last few times I've done a live stream, no one's really been around on my channel. So I was actually thinking of closing this channel down actually, but I've decided I'm not going to. There are things I do want to do on this channel actually. One is reshare some of the videos from the past where I've had some pretty interesting activity in here, for one. Two, I'm going to be doing more overnight streams with the old DVR channel. I did do one the other night actually, before I went to bed. So I'm going to be doing some more live stream DVR channel streaming. And yeah, when I'm up to it, I'll probably do a ghost box session. And probably sometime starting this month, I might start doing a Ouija board session again. I am in the process of trying to sort this flat out actually. The main room I'm doing is the kitchen at the moment, because there's a lot of clutter in there. Where I used to go metal detecting, all my finds were like shoved in like plastic boxes or cardboard boxes and left in the kitchen. You know, you're talking about steel, copper, iron, you know, all that kind of stuff. And it's just like getting in the way. So I've kind of like started sorting out the kitchen. I could never actually get access to the actual sideboard. So I've now actually started sorting the kitchen out. I was going to do some more today actually, but I've not been sleeping all that good properly. You know, I would have had a decent enough sleep this morning, but some arsehole outside was actually pruning the edges with like one of those like electric saw things. Yeah, don't know if it's from the council or what, but fucking like 8 o'clock in the morning, total piss take. So I eventually did fall back to sleep, and I didn't get up till like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock this afternoon. So I've just been really kind of chilling out. I do have a game server, the old Arma 2 Daisy server, which I've been mucking around on. You know, just to get myself, you know, kind of like doing something, you know, on the computer. But I'm not going to be playing it constantly, you know, 24/7. Would I've paid for the actual internet service for it? No, I will be doing more live streams later on, hopefully. Where I've been out to my bushcraft kind of camping thing, yeah, I did buy a trial cam, one of those like animal trial cams, yeah. And I did upload a video yesterday on this channel and my bushcraft channel, where it actually got activated at just after 9 o'clock in the evening. I think it was on the 27th or the 29th, and I wasn't even up there that particular day. If you look at the video, yeah, I think it's around about 114 or 141 or something like that. I did bookmark it on my other channel. I don't know if I've done it on this channel actually, but when you actually see the actual video go into black and white mode, in the distance looks like a female standing there in a cloak. Now, after it plays that one, it was just the one clip, and those clips only get recorded for 10 seconds, right? So it's only one clip of a black and white, i.e. night vision video. If it was to, whatever it was, if it was a female spirit, manifesting, I can't say it was, it looked like it to me. Spirits don't really manifest for that longer duration of time anyway. Sometimes like a split second, sometimes it's like 2 or 3 minutes. It depends really. But it was only for like about 10 seconds. Now, if something was to continue going on, it would have recorded more video footage in night vision, but it didn't. It only recorded for the first 10 seconds. The next clip, I wasn't even there that day as well, but something activated it on the next clip, which was like, I say, during the early hours in the morning. I'm not sure what time it was, probably about 9-10 o'clock time, I think it was. Saint activated it then, but you can't really make anything out because it's in like kind of a pinky tint, kind of like colour. But it was a little bit windy, so just the trees, like the branches moving around, which you could see, could have activated the camera that particular daytime as well. Then the next clip, which was more toward the end, you could see that I had actually activated it. But these were 3 different days, and I've not been up there like every single day. It's more like I suppose once every 4 to 5 days I go up there. Now, some people are going to start saying, "Oh, maybe you activated it." Well, you've got to be standing in front of those cameras to activate it, for one thing here. And night vision, seeing what I think might be, I suppose, like a female in a cloak. If that was me, you would have seen me in the camera. Some people might not actually see it as a female kind of like possible apparition, but to me, it looks like someone just standing there in a cloak. Some other people might not see it. Some people might see it as something different. The only other time I've ever caught something else in a cloak is at Jordan's Wood, which we believe we caught a monk walking up behind a tree, and then the female apparition, again wearing a cloak, coming out from one tree and walking behind a second tree, and then disappearing and not coming out the other side. And they were actually moving apparitions. This one was just like a static, standing motion, kind of like apparition. If it is an apparition, I can't tell. Now, I am actually leaving that camera up there constantly, every time now. And what I do when I go up there, I'll go in front of the camera and check it, make sure it's still functioning. Because with these cameras, what I want to say, right, with this camera is that they are motion activated, motion activated, and not like a camcorder where it constantly records, every movement, every sound. No, the only other person I know who's got one is Rose, right? And I was going to buy one like last year. And I'll get saying about buying one. And then Rose bought one. I don't know if she's used it on cover of investigations or not. But, I really did want to get one. And I was able to get one off eBay. And I got it cheaper because I used my Nectar card points. This was originally around about £25-30 mark, But when I actually ordered it, on eBay, I was able to use practically all my Nectar card points, and I was able to buy it for £10 because all the Nectar card points built up the cost towards it, So I had about 2,500 Nectar card points that I used, and that was around about the value of like £15-20, I think it was. So I really wanted to get one. I did get one, and now I'm actually using it. And I say, it is being up there and left up there, all the time now. when I go up there, I tend to like just check the camera, you know, put my face in front of it, and usually you see like two little flashes on one of the light on the actual bulbs, and that shows that it's actually like, you know, functioning and it's actually being detected by motion. So what I'd done is that, you know, the other day when I was up there, I actually like left the same batteries in, but I changed the memory card over. And what I do is I bring the memory card home with me and I upload it. And if I don't see anything on, you know, video, I still try to upload whatever is captured, you know, and if it's just me, you know, on video, you know, for the first 10, 15 seconds, whatever it is, yeah, I still upload it because, like, you know, other people have the abilities of seeing other kind of stuff in the, you know, in the video frame, you know, the pixelization, like, you know, Ulrich Hind. So, you know, he's actually seen stuff on a lot of my videos, yeah, which I can't even see myself. But, you know, Ulrich does tell me what he does see. Like, when I had my DVR camera running overnight the other night, he was able to see stuff that I've not even seen yet. And he does take his time, effort, and energy to go through my videos and tell me what he sees. So, you know, I do appreciate what he's doing. Now, you know, I'm not getting many people on here lately. You know, so what I've decided to do is that I will try and share some of my videos from, you know, way back in the past where I've had, you know, more interest on them. Such as, like, you know, that full black apparition that we had in the living room, little Mary running down the hallway, the golf ball being thrown at me in the living room, the white apparition in the kitchen, you know, all those kind of things where I've had more kind of like views, I'm going to be sharing. So if you get notifications that a video has been uploaded, then it's not a new video, it's going to be videos from the past that I'm actually resharing again, you know. In that way, hopefully I might get some people coming back to my channel. You know, it's only like 6 o'clock now and there's only 3 of you here now, you know. It depends on how long I decide to sit and chat for, I suppose. Actually, there's 5 people on here. I did do a video, well, I did try to do a stream last night, but no one came on, so I thought, screw it, I ain't going to sit here wasting my time if no one's coming on. So I decided to shut the channel down. Well, not the channel, but the stream down. You know, I was waiting for about 10 minutes for people to come in. No, I think it was only Ian that was there. So I said, no, sorry, I'm going to go. You know, I'm not going to waste my time if no one's coming on here. So, you know, the reason being is like, you know what happened last year. You know, it fucked a lot of people's channels up, yeah. And people didn't want to see what was going on, and they've moved away from our channels. So it in one way, you know, it did destroy a lot of people's channels and reputations and made a lot of people ill. And the only way you're going to get that back is starting kind of like over again, starting fresh. Now, I'm not going to start like a new channel. I'm still going to keep the channel as it is. But what I'm going to do is start sharing some of my old videos out first, right? So if you got me on notification, you know, you might get a notification saying like, you know, Steve's Haunted Dolls Room or Black Apparition or Mary Running Down the Hallway or some other kind of title. Let me just go on to one video from the past. Hang on a minute. I did just share out a couple of videos from the past, actually. So go to my channel. Now let's say 2017. I've got 532 dash. So 2017, you know, like trips to Mitcham Common, my haunted doll collection and other haunted active items, you know, and you know, there are a lot of stuff, you know, where me and Aaron and Simon James and well, not Simon James, but Simon James, you know, I will be sharing some of these stuff out here. You know, some of the ghost box sessions, mirror on the wall, you know, kind of thing. I had like 320 views on that one. So anything with, you know, up to about, say, from 150 onwards, I'll be showing out a bit more again. Now, there was one time when I had like about 15k on one video, and I think that was around about 2014, 2015. So, you know, I will probably share that one out again if I can find that video. You know, I've had 400, 500 views on channels. I still get views on the Jack Ultra Vision goggles. Shit. Which were these? So, you know, Ghost Hunting with Jack's Ultra Vision goggles, session 1, 22nd and 11th, 17. You know, I had like 236 views on that one. So what I want to do is maybe start using these as well again. All I've got to do is put new batteries in and memory card. If I can remember when the memory card goes. I think it goes in there. Yeah, there's the memory card there. I'll have to check that memory card because I can't remember what's on there actually. You know, like, you know, some of the Haunted Doll sessions, some of the Ouija board sessions and pendulum sessions, and, you know, some of the live stream sessions, you know, that all the ones which I think might be worth, you know, kind of like sharing out again because they've had better viewing on there, then I'll probably do that. You know, in some of the stuff where, you know, me and Rose has done, you know, like some of the murder mystery and unsolved cases, I'd probably like to start sharing them out again. So I did have a few good comments on some of those videos actually. What else is there? You know, there's like testing particular software, you know, which like the HoloVox. You know, me just walking around and showing you, you know, the doll collection. You know, just certain videos that I might think might be worth sharing out again, you know, kind of thing. Because I can't share them all out because you know, I've got like 2,500 videos. Like there's one here, Haunted Doll session tonight, Ouija EVP Ghost Box, start 9:30, 1.3k views on that one. So, you know, as I say, there might even be, you know, like one of the Halloween sessions that we done, you know, where I was kind of like wearing stupid mask and wearing like, you know, dressed up as a clown, you know, kind of thing. You know, some of those I might kind of like share out again. Live stream with Ouija board in Ghost Boxing and EVP tonight at 10 p.m, you know, from 3 years ago, 900 plus views on that one. No, some of them are going to be like short ones, you know, up to about an hour. Some of them are going to be like long 7-hour ones. Some might even be like half an hour long, you know, kind of thing. But, you know, I thought if I start sharing some of these out again, you know, some of the paranormal investigating groups out there that's just started up might not even know of me or heard of me. And, like, you know, maybe it might get to them and some of their viewers, and hopefully I might get people coming back and watching again, you know, and hopefully being a part of the stream. And maybe later on, you know, I might even start doing that. We used to do have some kind of like hangout through StreamYard and have 2 or 3 people talking about, you know, the spirit world and what our beliefs are and how we got into it and all that kind of stuff, you know. Hello, Angela. So that's what I'm planning to do, start, resharing. How many videos, I don't know. So I've got to go through them and find out what ones are probably more interesting. But I want to show out the, the Brack apparition, the one in the kitchen, the Xbox Connect, Little Mary, the golf ball, the ones which we did have some really crazy kind of activity with. Some of the unsolved murder mystery ones, some of the outside kind of activity that we've had. Maybe share some of the stuff that I had with Pete, with paranormal poltergeist activity we had there. So, not every night, but every couple of nights, you might see some of those videos being shared out again. I have actually got a folder where I've got some videos which I don't even remember doing and uploading. So there might be some newer stuff there as well from years ago when I was in temporary accommodation and stuff like that. I think I might have done them in a whole kind of if it's I did clips and I joined those clips up to one video content, one file, then you might have seen it, but I might just upload certain clips from that particular session, kind of thing. I think there was a video there where I'd broken my leg and I'm in temporary accommodation, and I think I was doing a ghost box session, and you can see these orbs flying around the room, kind of thing. And that was over at Hall Place where I used to be, before I moved in here. I'm actually going to do a new video in a minute, telling you a little bit about Hall Place. So after this one, I'll be back on telling you some real true stories about Hall Place and some of the activity that I had in there. So that I think I'll do that in a minute, actually, after I finish this one, because I don't want to be tied in with this one. This one's just going to be like an update of what I'm going to be doing. Let's say, don't forget, I've got that wildlife cam. It's up where my little base is, my little building that I'm building. Not long until I finish that now. I've done the 3 side walls. The door still a bit wonky and crooked, but that'll do for now. I will work on another door later probably. But I've mud packed with mud, hay, plaster and concrete. It's concrete. 3 walls. The main front wall where the door is. I did do the door a couple of times with mud, but it's so heavy. So we were trying to move it, and the mud just kept falling off. So I bought those little wooden kind of things and made it into just pure wood, actually. Got them from Poundland. I had to buy about 8 of them. I'm using a couple as little kind of what are they called now? I always get stuck trying to think of the bloody simplest words, It's really ridiculous, man. It's not like a shutter, but it's the things that you pull down, and you pull up and down with a string. I can't remember what they're fucking called. But I've got 2 on one side of the window. The other window I've not done yet. So, 3 walls I've now covered with mud, concrete and hay. I've got to do the back wall. So next time I'm up there, I've got to do the back wall. I don't think a lot needs to be done with the back wall, actually. I was going to put another kind of wooden beam there kind of thing, but if I'd done that, that means taking everything off the roof. And that be an extra hour, 2 hours of doing that. Then I've got to do the back wall. Then once the back wall's done, I've got to do the roof again. So I'm going to try to keep the back wall as it is, but just kind of fix up a little bit more before I start mud packing it. And once that's all done, then I'm looking at maybe sometime next month staying up there overnight, maybe. It depends on what I catch up on this wildlife cam. Because if I start seeing weird shit up there, I'm going to be too fucking scared to go up there and stay overnight, I tell you. Because you know, on that video, yeah, where I think it is an apparition, I could be wrong, and I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying a possibility. If it is an apparition of a woman in a cloak, she's standing there looking in towards the side wall where that window is, that second window I put in. Shutters, that's what I'm trying to think of, shutters. Wooden little shutter kind of things I've made, yeah. It looks like she's standing there looking into, like, you know, the shutter side of the wall. Now, if that is like something spiritual, not saying it is, but if, and I start getting kind of some unusual, kind of like weird apparitions or video content, you know, that might put the scares on me, and I might not even want to go up there and stay overnight, but I want to go over there and stay overnight, you know, just to try to confront my fear, actually. Because, you know, I remember being here one night, yeah, and the whole place went in darkness because we had a power cut, yeah, and that's kind of like did freak me out a little bit because, like, you know, having all this stuff in the living room, you know, haunted dolls and clocks and stuff like that, and I had no power. I couldn't find a lighter to bloody light a candle up, and, like, you know, I had to make sure weren't just my house, you know, thinking that I might run out of electricity, you know, because I have one of these electric key things, yeah. And I'm thinking like it might just been my house that's like run out of electricity, but when I've gone out, everyone else is out, you know, the hallway light, you know, even the neighbour came upstairs, you know, wanting to find out if I had electricity or not. And I said, no, I think it's a power cut. And it was a power cut, and it lasted like 2 hours. And, you know, that kind of like did freak me out a little bit, to be honest with you. So, you know, I need to confront my fear about being in the dark. And, you know, if I'm going up there overnight one night, it's not just going to be the darkness, it's going to be the weird, creepy noises, you know, like, you know, the rustling in the bushes. Because don't forget, that is a horse farm as well. And he's got like 8 to 10 horses, well, not horses, but ponies that, you know, run around at night time. So if you're hearing, like, you know, footsteps, you know, it's either a horse or someone, you know, either living or dead, you know, paying you a visit, you know, kind of thing. Even, you know, I actually spoke to one yesterday, I think it was, when I went up there. I saw him for about 10 minutes, and he said that his daughter went over and looked at my shelter, and she thought it was fucking amazing, man. Because you know, she goes, you really worked hard and well on that, you know. She goes, she quite likes the way you've done it. And I said, well, so more than that, I could have gave her a little indoor tour, you know, kind of thing. I made her a cup of tea or coffee. Well, not tea, but coffee. You know, I have actually made Ron coffee up there before. You know, he's paid me a visit, and he's been going around, you know, trimming some of the bramble, because like there's so much bramble up there. You know, if you keep tripping over, you know, you're gonna get all your legs cut with this, you know, those spines and stuff like that. So, you know, I did see him the other day. And he goes, oh, I've been around, you know, like picking, like, you know, weeds and brambles for you. I said, thanks a lot. I had to, like, check on the water supply because, like, I've got these, like, 20 litre water gallon things, yeah, which I bought from the Poundland shop. And they're quite handy, actually, because you can actually fill them up to 20 litres. That's like 10 bottles of, like, 2 litre bottles of pop. And I said to him, is this drinkable water, Ron? Because I'll keep boiling it. He goes, well, I boil it when I make tea. I said, well, everyone boils water when they're making tea or coffee. I said, but is it drinkable? He goes, yeah, I'll just stick my mouth under it and I drink it, you know, as it is. So, you know, I took the chance and, like, you know, drinking something from the tap, and it wasn't too bad, nice and cold, you know. And you do need a lot of nice cold water up there during the hot weather. I was going to say hot winter. Hot weather we've been having. So I washed my face over and, you know, just got to drop of water in my mouth, taking a chance. And, like, you know, if it does, like, make me feel sick, then I know the next day, which would be today. But it's been okay, you know. So I know it's drinkable, you know. I don't think it's got any kind of bacteria or anything. I think it's just like proper mains water. But I've always been careful drinking water from other places. You know, I've always boiled it. So, but yeah, you know, once I've finished the back wall now, you know, like I might have to rebuild the back wall. Actually, I don't know, but once I've done the back wall and I've mud packed it, then I might consider that staying there overnight. The only thing is, I've got to put something on that other window, like shutters on there, and I've got to kind of put like an inside lock, because I ain't gonna have the fucking door unlocked when I'm gonna be staying up there, just in case some fucking wild crazy ass axeman or escaped lunatic is walking around at night times, you know, or some kind of rabid animal might try to get in. So I'm gonna have to like put some kind of light locks on it inside, so I can lock myself in. Weapon wise, I'm okay. I've got my knife, I've got my saw, I've got my axe, got my hammer. So I've got, you know, a few weapons to throw at anyone who tries to break in. But I do want to try to, you know, kind of like confront my darkness, terror kind of like thing, you know, kind of thing. And as I say, you know, being over at night time, I ain't going to be hearing some really crazy, weird noises. And I did watch a video not long ago where someone said, no, you're going to go out camping. Being out in the wild is completely different, you know, because like, you know, those little bits of noises. It's like, you know, when you're doing the paranormal, right? When you're doing the paranormal, you hear that little click or that thud or like a sound or footstep or a flash. You know, you got to focus and like in some way trying to like find out if that really happened, you know, and you've got to try to debunk it. But being outside, you're going to hear a whole lot of weird kind of stuff out there. And, you know, you got to get your brain, you know, to function and like to understand, well, you know, what was that noise I heard out there? You know, what's that footstep? Is that someone walking around? Is it some kind of animal? Is it a fox? Is it a rabbit? Is it one of the ponies that he's got? You know, if you see kind of like flashing, you know, you got to try to like think what that flashing is. See, when I was up there, yesterday when I took the video card at the wildlife camera, the camera's facing my actual building, yeah. But what I've done before I left, I've turned the camera around so it's facing down towards the field. So it's not actually going to be recording anything near my camp now. It's actually facing down, and you probably might catch, you know, well, it might catch some of the horses or ponies or whatever, you know, like just walking around. You might catch some wild animals up there. I don't know, until I go back up and get the video card. But when I go back up there and get a video card, I'm going to turn it back round to my camp and see if we can get any more kind of weird images. Because I still say, to me, it looks like someone, a female with a cloak on. So anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to shut this stream down now, yeah? Go and make another quick cup of coffee, and I'll be back on in 5 minutes. And I'll tell you some of the true weird experiences that happened to me when I was over at Hall Place. So give me 5 minutes, and I'll be back on a new stream. So I'll see you in a minute.